Well, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. In this episode I'm going to take you on a tour of the plot. We're going to be lifting the elephant garlic up, and I'm also going to be doing a potato reveal, which I managed to cock up. I do it every year. I always manage to make a mistake the first video I do, but you'll see the mistake. We will rectify it at the end. I've just been playing about with my new hats. I just bought a load of new hats there. To be quite honest with you, I think there's 10 of them. Yeah, there is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, going all over here, 10, and there we go, guys. That's what they look like. So I've got 10 of these. I actually got 20 of these, but like I say, I've still got a few of these left, so we're going to go with them until I wear them out. But yeah, I just couldn't resist them. They're only a £5 each. So anyway, I've been buying myself some new hats. I have got some red ones, some white ones, and some blue ones, and some dark grey ones. I think there's some black ones as well. I actually bought 10 of them, but I bought 10 of each of them, but I don't really like them. Anyway, I do like them ones, but I really like these ones. These are like a lighter grey, and New York Giants. I'm not a fan, but I do like the symbol. A friend of mine in the States there says, "Mark, stop wearing them hats. I'll send you some of my team's hats." Now, I'm into the Patriots, so she says, and she was like I say, she's a fan, and she says, you know, I'd send you some. Saying, nah, you're all right. I quite like these, so I'll stick with them. Thanks for the offer, but I must have, well, with them, I think I've got about 50 hats, but like I said, I do like to wear the same hats, the same shirts. I think there's 3 shirts, brand new shirts in the car there, and I just bought myself some new trainers, some of them Longsdale trainers. It's the most comfortable trainers you can buy, guys. The only trouble with these trainers that I've got, they only last about a month and a half, 2 months. On here, I destroy them, and I was in Sports Direct, that's where I just bought the hats from. He said, you know what, he says, you must keep us in business with all these shoes and hats and everything you buy. I says, yeah, I says, probably do, don't I? I said, have you got any white t-shirts in XL? He says, yeah, we have actually. So, well, give me 10 of them as well. So yeah, I've been filling my car full of all different, well, it's just the same stuff, guys. It's just the same stuff, that's all I wear. And some of the people who watch my videos on my allotment will tell you I have got a load of them in the car, and I just change them when I have to. But when I'm going in the greenhouses, the different greenhouses, I will change them, because I don't want to contaminate the greenhouses, you see. So I'll take everything off, and I have at least 2 or 3 different things to wear when I'm on here. Anyway, enough of all that baloney. What I'm going to do is take you on a tour of the allotment, show you the greenhouses, show you just how well everything is. So here it comes, guys. This is what the plot's looking like. It's a glorious day today. It was a bit overcast when I did this video. It's about 4 days ago, so just giving you the heads up. We've got an easterly wind blowing there. You can see the flag blowing. It's not blowing hard. Every now and again you get a gust, about 4 or 5 miles an hour, if that. So it is windy. Sorry about that in advance. Anyway, let's come down onto the plot, have a look around, and past the shed. Primroses are doing okay, and so are the geraniums. The lilies are all dying back now. What I do, I'll cut them right at the very base. And again, these yellow flag irises, once these pods start to open, then I cut these right back as well, and then we'll put some flowers in. Strawberries, well, we've had a load of strawberries. I'm sick of strawberries. Inside there, there's some flowers, and I don't know what the hell they are, but I always pull them out anyway. This year I've left them in to see what they are. Every year they try to come up, and every year I rip them out. I don't know what they are. They might be a weed. So anyway, I'm going to leave them and see what happens. But all these strawberries in this bed are all coming out this year, and we're going to start afresh. The only thing is the gladiolas which are coming up now. All these little spikes coming up, they look like grass, don't they? Well, they're not. The young gladiolas, and they're everywhere, all the way around the border here. We got I might take these gooseberry bushes out as well. They're not doing particularly well. Well, not gooseberry, currants. Gooseberries over there are done really well. As you can see, the lilies over there are doing well, and so are on the arch the roses. In fact, there's been quite a lot of roses flowering. But anyway, we've only just started the tour, so let's have a look in this greenhouse here, eh? Well, you see the flooding, we've got a little bit of water here. Now that's the only water on my plot. Unfortunately, everywhere else on the allotments is flooded. Now, I'm not really bothered in here. We've got I just left all the cucumbers, they're ticking away nicely. They've got some kale and got more geraniums there. And again, we've got a load of stuff here. Look at me, grapes, guys. Manny there with the grapes hanging down from his bombs. More grapes, grapes everywhere. So we had a great show off the grapes. This tomato here, so I was given this off Aaron, a friend of mine, and well, as you can see, it's a weird one. It's like a plum tomato. Forget what he said it was. This here, well, if you look down here, you can see all the jalapenos. Load of jalapenos down there. Lavender needs to get out. Them bags, well, one of them is going to be on me for my potatoes. Like I said, there's cucumbers. There's more chilies there that I need to sort out. And like I said, the grapevine's gone crazy. Here's my leeks. They really need to go out, but I just can't be mithered at the moment. Again, with them cabbages, once I've moved the elephant garlic out and top dressed it with some chicken manure and dug it all in, we can put them in as well. I'm not going in the greenhouses because this one had a bit of a problem with blossom end rot, but as you can see, the tomatoes are doing well. Let's zoom in there. You might be able to see them, yeah. All the way along. Cucumbers, let's go zoom into the cucumbers. Cucumbers are doing okay. Zoom back out. So this is doing well. I've got the windows open and I've cleared all the foliage from the bottom so the air can circulate around them. And I don't think it would be too bad. Oh, some red currants on this red currant tree. Well, it's a bush, but it's grafted onto tree stock. Anyway, come this way round. Lilies are dying. That rain really took them out, but it's, you know, we've got the fresh ones coming up here, so it's not too bad. The cosmos is flowering. The cosmos is coming up all over in these beds. Again, we've got more different varieties of lilies here. The yellow lilies look particularly well. We've done it over there in the trees next to all the tomatoes, the apples. This rose, this dogwood rose, I think it's called dogwood rose, something like that. It's absolutely awesome. I do only need to trim it. Load of cherries there on the cherry tree. For some reason, the birds are leaving my cherries alone. They taste nice. They had all our kids, so that's, I mean, as long as they're not eating mine, I'm not mithered. These seed pods are almost ready for splitting. When they do, I'm gonna need Pam Kemp. Are you listening, young lady? You're gonna have to PM me. Best off to send it by email. There's an email on my page, on my YouTube page. Email me your address and I'll send you some of these seeds. She did ask for some, and they really are nice seeds. I think they're pink. I'm not too sure. I can't remember what they were now. But yeah, there's some seeds there. When they're not too far away. Again, we did have a load of roses, but all the bloody fingers are blown off. And now you can see this knotweed. I have to get in there and pull all that. It's strangling me bloody black currants. Unbelievable. This cosmos is doing okay. Again, the lupins. You notice there's something missing here. Well, we really hacked the rosemary. It was sticking out the path and I got sick of seeing it. we've whopped it right back. This is that apple that snapped into. We've got apples on it, and it's grafted. It's done all right. So we've got apples here, we've got cherries there, we've got more different varieties of apples just here. It's a bit, what's the name in there? When all the leaves come off this year, I'm going to get in there and give them a good pruning. I've just let them go wild this year. These are me little Leo. In fact, there's a little flower there. Zoom in. Smallest sunflower in the world, that is. It must be no more than 8 inches high. Again, it's only me who sees them, so I'm not really complaining. The mint is growing into the golden oregano. Is it Garno? Garme? I can't remember what it is. Again, that's doing well. I take some of that home. I'll be taking some mint home as well later. What's going on up here for? I don't know what them are. I think the 1-day-old lilies are actually flowering, are starting to flower. All these are all starting now. There we go, there they are. Day lilies or something like that, I think they're called. Anyway, moving on. We're coming up to this greenhouse. Here are all me chilies along here. That one at the back there's had it. For some reason, I don't know what the hell's gone wrong. But yeah, it's not liking it, so it's coming out. I never did plant my Zabroon banana shallots, which might be able to put them in, I don't know. I just left them. Because I've been doing so much, doing other stuff, but if you look at these tomatoes here, guys, there's some absolute stonkers. These are them big red ones, you know, they're about the size of my hand when they grow. So these are only small at the moment. But yeah, absolutely, that one up there must be about ½ pound already. But yeah, again, notice what I've done here. If you look on the bottom, you can see no foliage, and what that does is let the air circulate around them, so you don't get any mildew, any I'm trying to think what bloody, I forget what it is now. Blight, and you know, let the air circulate. As soon as if the air can't circulate, you're definitely going to get blight. And the way to tell you've got blight is when you start seeing the middle of these start to go black, and when you tap them, you see spores coming off. So you know you've got blight at that point. So you've been warned. But these will get bigger, and there's tons of them on there. Anyway, me broad beans are almost ready for picking. Doing all right there, aren't they? I'm surprised they survived in this wind. They must be 5.5 foot, 6 foot high then. The lemon balm's doing well here. I do like the lemon balm, and again we've got some carnations, and there's a whole host of different things. Just here, well, you better see better from this side, so let's walk around here. This is my corn, as you can see. These are my dahlias. These dahlias are awesome. They're doing really well. And again, I've got my lucifer there, just coming over the top of them. Over there, I've got some jasmine growing up the frame. This is what we're going to be taking out in a bit. The elephant garlic, you can see it's gone over now. It's starting to go yellow. When it starts to do that, that's when I lift it. And what I'm probably going to do before I lift it, I'm going to cut them down to about here, and then just lift them out and just leave them to dry out on that white tray I've got. Here me girls, come on you lot over there and say hello. Hey? No? Not saying hello? No, they can't be mithered. Too busily guzzling. Here's some of that catnip here for Buttercup. And yeah, this is looking a bit of a jungle here, but these are all brambles. You can see all the black currants all on there, all down here. All this is all going to get whacked right back again this year. I've got a coop there, not a coop, a rabbit hutch. There's all sorts. There's all these here underneath here are all paving stones. This is where I had all my paving stones. It's a stockpile. Let's say I was going to turn it into a thing for the chickens to, you know, put them in, a couple of chickens, and take them for let them out and let them dig up the beds. You know, just stick it on the bed and move them about. I never come to it, but it's there nonetheless. But all these brambles are taking out me rose up here. But you can see the trees all at the back here. Anyway, this is a windbreak for me chickens. Let's walk up the path here. So we got more. Inside here we got some celery and celeriac, which is doing really well now. We can lift this up a bit. There we go. Celery, celeriac. Anyway, let's put the lid back down. I could do with doing something here for the cabbages, so I have to work on that. Me onions are going over, so these will be coming out shortly. I've had all my peas. There's a few peas left on here. This side, there's a whole pile of them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take these out and sow some more. This is where I was going to put my leeks, but I've not got round to doing it yet. Who knows, I might do it. Now I've lifted the net off there to let me celery grow. It was pushing the net up. However, I've had to be careful because I didn't want to leave this open, because this is where my Savoy cabbages are. These are all my cabbages. Look at these cabbages here, guys. Look how awesome. They're all filling out in the middle. Another couple of weeks we'll be eating. In fact, we could eat one of them now, but no, we'll save it for a few more weeks. This is all my celery. More celery. I do like my celery. Here my apples, bramleys. Trees just plastered them, and plastered. There's two bramleys there. That's why it looks as it does. There's one, and there's the other, close to each other. Every year we will get hundreds of pounds of them. I normally give them to the food bank, a lot of them, and the rest of them give to my neighbours. And for about 2 months I make tons of apple pies, and I get sick of them, and then I give the rest of them to the food bank as well. This is my neighbour Paul's plot. He's just he's got the wood chips come, as you can see, and he's more of a gardener now else. Now he was given this part of the plot, and he was given the girl who had this full plot here. She couldn't work it, and she'd give half a plot up. Anyway, she'd just give up the front part as well, and Paul now has got the front part as well. She left the shed for him. That's nice. I mean, that's a couple of £100 on its own. Anyway, she left the shed and have all the stuff in it for him. So he's got his, you know, if he continues doing what he's done there on there, I'll be quite happy with it. But yeah, this wood chip's not too bad. Could do with throwing a bit of that into the chicken pen for chickens. These are my potatoes. We will be doing might even do a reveal after, I don't know yet. We'll just sort of wait and see. First earlies, so we do need to have a look, see what we got. These are the other potatoes. No sign of them yet. Although, yeah, there is. Bingo was his name all there. I can see him just coming up now. Bloody hell, I put them in last week. Right, I can't show you what I want to show you because there's something over there which I'm working on, but I'm going to show you in another video and how to. Look, we've got a lot of windfall apples here. We'll have to pick these up, otherwise the rats will be having a party. But as you can see, the tree is absolutely covered in them. I'm eating some peas here, guys. Lovely and sweet. Right, this is my rhubarb. It's doing really well. It's come back again. Sunflowers along here. I never did. Oh, and I trimmed this back as well. This was all hanging over the bloody path. I couldn't walk down my path, and it was getting a bit of a problem. This was a bed what we were supposed to have worked on last year. We never did. However, the reason why we ain't worked on it was because of all this sedum here. I didn't want to disturb the sedum. Well, I'm getting a bit bored of the sedum now, so this might end up coming out. Or these might be coming out, but you know, there's lots of currants there. We've been picking the currants. Birds have not been taking so many. Again, I need to tidy all this up. There's my dahlias there being drowned out by these different, I think they're Logan berries. These ones are just the normal, I forget what berry them are. There's two different varieties there. I'll zoom in a bit. There's a bit of deadwood I need to cut out there. Again, you can see my dahlias coming up, but they're sort of being drowned out by the red and white currants. Now, I wasn't expecting to get any currants off these. These are only like 2 years old. I mean, I put them in last year, didn't I? And I didn't think I'd get anything off them, so I just want them to get, you know, to grow. This thing needs tying up into that. This there needs tying into that frame. Bloody raspberry there's growing into the golden delicious tree. So I do need a lot more work to do, but again, we've got these lupins are coming up as well. Some more cosmos here. All these need tying in. I will doing that. Look at all this there. There's only so many of these things you can eat, guys, before you get sick of them. And as you can see, they're everywhere. Oh. Go on, let's have that's what they are. That's how I mash it. Oh, that's lovely. Anyway, come away from them or I'll end up eating them all. Again, these are yellow flag irises, and once the seed pods have developed, then I'll just cut them right away. But see how they're starting to go a bit yellow now? I'll cut them right down to the ground and put some flowers in here. I give this to Magdalena, and she must have left it there for me. It's the old little fort that I give her. She, like I say, she had this plot here, and obviously she couldn't look after it, and so she's done the right thing. She gave it up. So Paul's got this plot, and he's got that nice shed there as well. I think he's sticking a greenhouse here. So anyway, we'll see over the coming months. This is a look at the back of the greenhouse. Again, more geraniums here. So yeah, that's it. That's what the plot's looking like. Well, I've got to get, like I say, I've got to get in here and tidy this bit up. This is the only bit that I've not been working on. But yeah, them lilies look wonderful, don't they? And so do the roses there on the arch. Anyway, that's what the plot's looking like at the moment. It will look better when I tidy it up. Oh, load of red currants down here. You see, you've got birds everywhere here, guys. All the black currants here. Look at all these red currants. Right? People say the birds eat all the red currants. Well, if you feed them, you keep them fed. Now, these need topping up. I will come and top these up in a bit. But if you feed them, they'll leave you bloody things alone. So, you know, I encourage the birds. I encourage everything except for the rats. Anyway, let's go and sit back down there and get a cup of coffee, and after that we'll go and do the elephant garlic. So as you saw there, the greenhouses are doing wonderfully. Everything's coming on a treat now. The front part of the allotment, the butterfly, a cormor just flew past them. Some beautiful butterflies on here. I haven't seen the marble white though. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. I tend to do that sometimes, but let's get back on track. Yeah, so as you saw there, the corn and the broad beans are almost ready for coming out. The onions have dropped now, so they'll be coming out. The cabbages are arting up, and today we're going to be lifting. Oh, actually, it was yesterday we lifted out the elephant garlics, which will be coming up in a moment or two. As you saw in the front greenhouse there, the grapes are doing well, they're ripening. All the greenhouses are doing exceptionally well. Me trees at the back, full of fruit. I couldn't believe it when I saw my cherries on my cherry tree. Now my brother's, all his cherries was nailed by the birds, the wood pigeons, what have been eating them, and the jackdaws. Well, I've still got them on my tree, so I'm not complaining. I think it's because I've got the feeders up here, and the birds are more interested in the food in the feeders rather than the food on the fruit trees. So we get a decent amount. And another thing as well, I think I'm going to be lifting the gooseberries tomorrow. I'll be picking them as well because they're lovely and juicy. I've been stuffing my face in with them. The peas, I've almost nailed the peas, so we will be putting more peas in very shortly. I'm just going to sow them into the ground. And we've got the cabbages and the collies and everything in here, but we'll be going out. However, first things first, I have to sort the elephant garlic. So here's a little clip of me with the elephant garlic, lifting it up yesterday. It's still in the middle greenhouse because I wasn't going to put it in the car because it stunk. The last lot we took home stunk the bloody place. It stunk my car out for 2 weeks. Every time I got out of the car, it smelt like a pizza delivery man. So they're airing off in the middle greenhouse, and we've done all right this year with the garlic. I took 300 home, as you know. Porcelain white, Solent white, and I think the other one was Casablanca. We've got 50 of them left, guys, out of 300. I said to her, you do realise when they've all gone, that's it, they've all gone. She said, don't worry, I've liquidised a load and they're in ice cubes in the freezer. So, they're as fresh as the day I actually froze them. So, and plus there's 50 in the greenhouse, so that's fair dues. Anyway, I'm going to show you these elephant garlic that were lifted up yesterday. We'll clean them up at the end, and I'm not kidding you guys, they look pretty good, but your opinion is all that matters. So let's go down there now and get stuck into these elephant garlic. Well guys, today I'm going to be lifting my elephant garlic up. It's all starting to go yellow now. These buggers here. Got an audience. Oi! Zip it! I'm trying to fill buggers. Right, anyway, so I've got my elephant garlic. I'm going to lift this up. I've got my tray to put it in. Got a pair of scissors, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to snip. I'm going to snip them about 10 inches from the bottom. That way I can get them all into here. And I've got no idea what they're going to be like to lift them. Whether they're going to be any size at all, probably nothing. But then again, we won't know until we lift them. So these are my elephant garlic. I've got myself a little fork here. There we go. This is a little fork. In fact, what we'll do, we'll lift this one now and have a look. So here we go. Here's the first one, guys. Oh God. Well, they look all right. Bit of a clean up, and yeah, did really well that one. I hope they're all like that. Anyway, I'm going to I'll set the camera up, and we'll lift a few more, and we'll have a quick look at them. These things here, these like little nodules, if you plant them, you get one of these this year for next year, and the next year you plant them again, and you get the the lump that garlic there. There must be about 6 or 7 cloves there. Right. Yeah, this is a nice little fork I've got here. Well, let's lift another one. Is this any better or any worse? Well, it's not too bad. Yeah, these little nodule things here, them, you plant them, you get one of these big cloves. So anyway, I've got to lift them all up, so let's have at it. But we've not got many more to do now. It's just what you see over the other side. Well guys, this is the elephant garlic for this year, and yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Just grab it off the top, there. So this is the elephant garlic, as you can see. It's done really well. So I just cleaned it up a bit. And I'm going to throw it in the greenhouse, let it dry out. And what I'll do is, I'll pick the biggies close for next year. They're my seed stock, and the rest of it all goes home. So there we go. There's all the elephant garlic crops. I've just cut them down to about 10 inches. And yeah, they look really good. Makes a change. Well, we've given it a good rake. We'll add some bloodfish and bone and some chicken manure in there. I'm just going to go and wash my tools, so I'll be right back, folks. Well guys, there you go, nice and clean. Lovely little fork, that's brilliant. It's only a small fork. I thought it was for the girls, but it's absolutely brilliant for getting garlic up. It's not too big, perfect little thing. And then you got the rake there, which is just rake the bed. So the plot, well, the bed itself is now basically ready to rock and roll. I have got some chicken manure, I'm going to be digging it in, and I've also got some bloodfish and bone. I'll be putting that on, and we'll bang some cabbages in there, I think. So there you go, we managed to fill the tray up. It looked pretty awesome to me. We will be picking the biggest out, and they'll take the rest of them home. I'll probably need about 10 of them, the garlic itself, and there must be 60 there, so 50 of them, well, I don't think 50 will go home, but probably 2/3 of them will go home. The rest of them I'll leave on here for other, to give me mates, so they can start some as well, which I did last year. And there's a lot of people now with elephant garlic, and they save some for the next year, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to, once they dry out a bit, I'm going to pick the best ones out, and they'll stay in the back of my shed. Certainly not going home, not where my lot are. The last lot went home, and I ended up with my begging bowl out, and luckily Nigel and Nigel Muddy Boots and Chris's Allotments, they seen what had happened, and they kindly sent me some of these elephant garlic a few years back, and these are the elephant garlic from a couple of generations now. So yeah, cheers guys. And right, anyway, the last thing I want to show you is this potato reveal. I don't know how I managed to cock them up all the time. There's a few captions you'll see suddenly appear, and if you stop you will see what it was. The bucket was too big, so I put it on the floor and I started throwing spuds, and a few of them landed on the floor. I didn't weigh them once at the start, and then when I come to weigh them, if you look where the caption comes up for the weighing, you'll see it was just under the certain weight. However, when I started to push it, it started to go down, so it was less than what I said it was. However, we rectified that right at the very end of the video. And like I said, I've just put my spuds in the car then. I was looking for my spuds, so they're in the back of the car. We'll be going home in a bit. So let's show you this this first reveal. I think that Penton Javelin, and I'm not too sure, we did them 10th of January, February, March. I think we did them 10th of March. I don't know. There's a little label. You'll see the label anyway with the date on when we started them. So here it comes, guys. So guys, this is my Aaron Pilot, and this is going to be the first bucket of the year. These are my first earlies. I'll take the top off, flip the bucket over and see what we've got. Not too sure how long they've had in here. They've not had that long, to be quite honest with you. But well, when we pull the tops off in a second, we'll soon find out. So here we go, guys. Oh, looking good. Put them down there. Right, lift the book up. As you can see, all we got in there are leaves. Tip the bucket over. Beyond fingers and thumbs at the moment here, guys. Every time I come to do these potato reveals, it's the same. Let's make sure I've got the camera recording. Yep. Right, got my bucket. Let's see what we got. By the way, you're thinking that? Well, it was a little potato what I picked up, but yeah, oh god, they're only tiny, aren't they? Go in there. Should have left them a little bit longer. Even so, we're getting some nice spuds now. Where can I put that? Just put it there. Right. I get £2–3 I'll be happy. Just dropped a spud on the floor there. Penton Javelin, 10th of March, that's when we did them. Right, placky bag. Sip him in. There's about £3 there, I would imagine. Set the scales. So I'm setting the scales to pounds, they're kilos, ounces, pounds, right. Here we go. Ooh. It's a couple of ounces short of £4 that. Actually, it's not even that, it's 3.98. Another 0.02, and that had been 4. So it's about a couple of grams off £4. There we go, first earlies. First bag as well. Well, I'm going to leave them for another few weeks, the rest of them, and we'll come back to them, and hopefully there'll be a little, we'll get a few more out of them. Might get £6 out of them, but yeah, £4. I can live with that. There we go, £4 of Aaron Pilot, and we put them in. Just throwing the bloody label now, aren't I? I did have the label. I think it was the 10th of March or something like that. Just wind the video back, you'll find it. So I'm going to tidy up here now, and then we'll crack on. But yeah, first reveal of the year, £4. I can live with that. So these are the Penton Javelin. I've just given them a wash. We planted these on the 10th of March, as you can see. That's what they are. One bucket, 30 litre bucket. There was clover multi-purpose. We had a bit of bloodfish and bone. I should have left them in another month. We would have had £6, but there's £4 of spuds there. No scab on them. Beautiful and clean. Bit of water on them, and well, they just come up really shiny like that. So these are going to go home now, and we're going to have these for dinner Sunday today. So I'll tell you what they taste like in the next episode. But yeah, some beautiful first early potatoes. Well guys, so looking at the video of the potatoes, and I realised I had it bent, the actual scales, and it was giving a false negative. Plus I chucked 2 spuds on the floor, so I put them spuds into the bag, which is here, dead air. I've just set the scales to pounds. I'm going to drop the bloody bag on the scales, and now then, I don't know if you can see that, that's what it should have weighed. Let's have a look. Yeah, just over £4. So I was right. It was just that I had it bent, and I was sort of pushing it down, and it was making the weight go all funny. Anyway, it is £4. So, like I said, I'm off for my dinner. So let's finish off, but I thought I'd come back and just show you what happened. Silly me. So there you go, trust me, to mess it up, but I always manage to do something wrong. Normally it's usually the first one I forget to turn the camera on. Anyway, that's it for this one. Like I said, I talked long and hard, and I definitely talked long enough. I'm going to get on with my potatoes. The time now is, well, it's just on me, I hurt my bloody arm doing that. So that's the time and that's the date. Anyway, the spuds are going home for dinner. We've got some lamb, mint sauce, the whole 9 yards, all the trimmings. So that's what I'm looking forward to. She needs the potatoes to do that, and these potatoes are what we're going to be eating. So I'm going to head off. I'll try and get the video up as soon as I can. It'll be sometime later on today, hopefully. If everything goes well, and Virgin, who got me broadband off, works properly. It's up and down all the time. I think I got 300 meg up and about 300 down, 400 meg up, and 40 meg up. Let's get it right. And half the time it doesn't work. And I've been paying something like 60 quid for this bloody broadband for the last 4 or 5 years. Every month I have to pay for this, and it's absolutely useless at times. So if I can get the video up, I will do. If I can't, blame Virgin, because it's them who's stopping me from uploading fast enough. Anyway, that's it. Like I say, you all stay safe, and I'll see you all back here for some more next week. So goodbye for now, folks. When she sees these hats, she's going to freak. More bloody hats. What am I going to get? Not